Nah. That's better. Hello.
Hello and welcome back to I Forgot. You are being joined today with me, Laurie, and over there, Conrad.
Yeah, so, we haven't done a video for a week now because the iPad sort of broke. The SD card went weird and, everything was lost. It was horrible, but then we got everything back and we're ready now. Today, we did this in an earlier episode. We talked about Geek Club, which we had in year 5, following up to...
Because of safety reasons.
And we're also going to talk about lemon sherbets, which we also talked about in the Geek Lord episode. But we're going to go into more detail, seeing as we just went off and talked about anything in that episode, like we used to do. But we have gotten better at this podcast business. So, let's start off with... Geek Club happened before lemon sherbet, so... Let's start with Geek Club.
Should we mention how Geek Club began?
No,
So I'm talking before we even thought about being geeks.
Yeah.
Now.
So
One day, me and Conrad were just hanging around.
Yeah, because the title of the video was
I
Demise
asked him
of Geek
if he
Club.
liked Star Wars. He replied, I can't remember exactly what he said, but
I was like,
I
okay.
do remember that he mentioned that he'd watched some of the films, but not all of them.
So he was like,
And
do you like Star Wars? Do you want to go to my birthday party? But you can only go if you like Star Wars. I was like, I'll learn then, okay? So we started learning. We watched the films, so we watched A Phantom Menace, and then we started reciting A Phantom Menace, so scene by scene. So we're like,
yeah, tell him everything. And on the first day that I was teaching him, I remember he kept saying, so add Padme Amidillo or something. And I'd be like, no, it's Amidala.
So yeah, so we started we watched
In
the films.
In a few weeks though, he was pretty good.
Yeah, well, so we just knew the whole films. We'd watched all the films by then. So we got to the end of the sequel, so we're like, okay, then Palpatine, Anakin finds out that he's a Sith Lord in the conference room and tells the Jedi. And then, Mace Windu, Palpatine's arrest, they have a fight. So we were reciting it, and then I was like, forget it, we won't learn the sequels and classics, all we gotta do is watch film. So I watched film, and we were geeks then. Well, we weren't considered geeks, we were still
Yeah, we never called ourselves geeks.
Yeah, we were
But
still into
one day, I remember, it was Monday, and you just and we were coming back after the weekend, and you said, over the weekend I was learning some Sith Lord names, and you read out a whole list of them, and I was pretty impressed that you managed to remember them. And then, after that, I think we became more geeky without really knowing it.
Yeah, because
And one day out of the blue, Conrad said, do you want to be a geek? At first, I didn't really know what to say because, well,
yeah, because
I never really classified myself as a geek.
Yeah, at the time,
But
I didn't know. I was kind of just doing maths, I suppose, because Miss Marlowe and me, I don't know, but I wasn't really that obsessed with... I kind of wanted to be cool, but I wasn't cool, I didn't think of myself
I know what you feel. Don't be embarrassed to say this. Don't worry. I felt similar.
Yeah, because, I wasn't like, oh, I don't want to be cool. I was like, I want to be cool, but let's face it, I was in the middle, okay? I wanted to be cool. I was kind of cool.
Yeah, I
Not as
think
cool as some of the others.
you were pretty popular because you were funny and all that. But
yeah.
I never thought myself as cool.
We were still
I
into
never
football.
thought myself as dorky.
We were still into football at the time. I would play football. I'd kind of gone off it. I wouldn't watch matches on the television or anything.
Yeah, I didn't watch matches.
You wanted to be a footballer.
I used to be addicted, but
yeah.
it's weird because the very thing I wish never were created, you know, those big yobbos.
Yeah.
I was once one of, well, not a yobbo, but I was once a football loving fan,
Yeah.
and that is pretty
You wanted
weird
to be
because
a
now I'm like, football is the worst sport ever, but
yeah. At the time, you wanted to be
weird.
a footballer, and then we started kind of going off the football reach, and he was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm into like writing and stuff like that. Oh, I could be a sports presenter, and then from there it just
I don't know why. Yeah, I had at the time, all my dreams were pretty much based on football.
Yeah,
but we drifted away from that, and
it kind of went from like footballer to kind of footballer presenter, then to just like sports presenter, and then presenter, then writer, and then acting.
somehow that dream that morphed into acting, which was it. But anyway, yeah, it's really weird because now I look at sports presenters and I'm like, why are they wasting good Sunday TV for this?
Yeah.
I've already, some people have already seen the match. They don't have to see what a bunch of old people who used to be footballers say about the match because they can just judge for themselves.
And I'm looking at myself then, I'm like, what are you thinking? I liked American words. Like, my mum didn't agree with it, but I was like, yeah, I know, like, all the American words. I kind of like them. Like, I'd say trash and dumpster and stuff like that. And then
Conrad, should we mention, local offenders?
Oh, right. I might be sick all over my iPad and have to clean it, but we had this dreamy rap group.
Alright, one day we were on a coach
trip
to go to a symphony place where they played classical music for school, and only a select few people were allowed to go. Me, Conrad, and if you remember,
Victor,
our guest star, Victor, we're all on the coach.
Victor's from the Talisman video, which I recommend watching, and from Anime with Victor, or Anime with our new guest, as it's called. I'm not going to put a link in the description.
And it's
for two reasons.
This is the bit where you might want to turn away and mute the phone, because we started a rap group.
So we came up first. We were like, wait, we're next to each other in the register because our names end in the same almost. So we could call ourselves
they're all
M's.
Boys. They're all M's. So we were all next to each other.
So
and
we made
our
names.
rap songs were pretty awful. And looking back at them, you'd think we were psychopaths when you heard the songs.
Actually, though, it was kind of good.
One of my songs.
We made two songs, one on the way there, one on the way back, and they were decent. Okay.
No, the words were not. What was? I had to say, stab you with a pen.
Yeah. So we came up with names. I was CMN, Laurie was LGM, and Victor was like Vic.
They were our initials. WM, wasn't he?
Yeah, and Vic was like Victor was Vic. And no, he was WM, yeah. So it was just our initials.
They
WM,
were our
LGM,
initials.
and CMN. So it was terrible. Then we started making a song. We first made our song as we were lining up, and then as we were going along, and I was like, I'm CMN, da 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 da. I can wrap up a bar with I'm CMN, I can do what I please. I wrap up a bar with total ease. that was my line. Oh God.
I remember mine was like, I'm LGM. You want a gem? Something, something, something. Throw you in a pit.
Yeah,
and then my second line, my second verse was like, I'm LGM. Stab you with a pen.
Yeah, he got the violent lines. He was like, I'll throw you in a pit. And he's like, I'm LGM, I'll stab you with a pen. Victor was like, I'm not good at rapping, so I can
This
be
was
the
2
DJ.
years ago, people. Do not judge us. We have completely changed. We are geeks now.
So Victor was like, I'm not good at rapping, I can be the DJ. But, of course, we couldn't have DJ equipment on a coach, so he was like, I'll beatbox.
Boomboxing, wasn't
So
he?
he's like,
no, what's it called? I forgot what you call it.
Beatboxing.
Beatboxing, yeah.
So he was up to the thing, I'm going to do it close. He was like, oh, it was terrible. And
yeah. Well, he
terrible.
wasn't terrible at beatboxing.
Yeah.
Our ideas were terrible.
And then we started at break time and lunchtime, wasting our time just coming up with lyrics.
Yeah, and do you want to know the band name? This is really going to make you cry. Our name was Local Offenders.
Now, I'd seen Public Enemy, yeah. So we thought we'd just change the words around. Instead of public, we'll put local. Instead of enemy, we'll put offenders. So we were Local
And
Offenders.
imagine us going down the street going, LGM, stab you with a pen. Wouldn't you just think, look at those weirdos?
We were starting to we were thinking about recording ourselves and stuff, and
This was really weird. I mean, it's fine to have dreams and all, but imagine going to a recording studio and say, hey, can I record my song?
Rory,
okay, let me
this
start.
is amazing. I'm
stab
really
you with
enjoying
a
this
pen.
video. We need to make this into a part 2, but so this is our transitions from what we're gonna call ourselves.
What was that word you came up for cool people? People who keep up with the trends.
Custodians.
Constant.
But if someone sees
Custodian.
that, they're not gonna know.
Alright,
what
I need to get something straight here. I was not exactly a custodian because in those times I did not watch YouTube. People would say all these stuff like Fortnite, and I'd be like, what's that?
But you played Fortnite.
Obviously, this was 2 years ago, so I didn't know about it.
In the end, you
And
did play.
I soon did learn about it. One day it was year 4, and it was 2 years ago, and someone said, hey, that looks like Tilted Towers. And I didn't know what Tilted Towers was at all, and I was like, what's Tilted Towers? And now I do know what it is, and I've been trying to erase that day from my memory ever since.
Yeah, this is really embarrassing having to talk about this, but we've got to get our story out.
We have to, because you can't judge us until you've seen the whole video.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Because this is kind of our evolution, you know? I bet one of you wanted to be cool once.
And
I bet some of you still
don't
are.
worry, we did definitely believe in evolution. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, we did, don't worry.
We're not that bad, okay? We're not like, oh, the earth is flat and stuff. We weren't stupid, okay? We may have liked football and done all this rap stuff, but we weren't stupid. We're not like...
Don't worry, we are not like that now. We do not like rap music at all now. We do not like football now.
If I hear rap music, I just turn it off.
I never usually hear rap music because the radio's never on rap stations. But when you see a bunch of teenagers walking down the street with their headphones, but they don't even plug their headphones into their phones, and there's rap music blasted at full volume, you know, I try so hard not to make a public mess of myself by going, put on some good music, you idiot. But
Cad.
I do try very hard, and luckily I haven't had to make a public disgrace of myself by doing that yet. But there have been some close calls.
So, say, yeah, my dad forced me to watch some rap music a couple days ago. It's this guy's singing about New York. And he's like, sometimes it's like a jungle, makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It was, just no note change, just the same note. So it's
they're not really talking, are they? They're not really singing. They're just saying words really fast.
Yeah, there was
and
no
then they
tune.
have the music in the background that goes.
So there might have been
you know.
in the background, but he doesn't change. So he's like, sometimes it's like a jungle makes me wonder how I keep from going under. So he uses the same note for every word, so it just sounds like this. Probably
But
a bit
probably lower.
Yeah, right, about this. No note change at all, just the same note singing. Like, at least pop music has different notes. Rap music, all the same. Pop music, that's better because they have
to be
some
honest, I think that pop and rap, they're both as bad as each other.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They're both awful.
So,
alright, so should we begin our evolution into geekiness?
So, like, we didn't know what we were going to do about this geek thing, because, like, I don't know where I heard of it.
You probably heard of it in The Simpsons or something.
Yeah, I can't remember where I heard the term geek, but, like, I'm sure it's probably a YouTube video, like, hello, Star
or maybe it was in a rap going like, I punched that geek in the mouth, or something.
No, I think it's because I was watching, like, videos to get more information on Star Wars Legends, because I went into Legends, Laurie did.
Yeah. This is once Conrad started learning about Star Wars. So, at this point, we weren't football fans as such. We didn't rap.
So we were playing football every time. Like, then me and Laurie started to become friends because, like, we were talking about The Simpsons. So I was like, hey, do you like The Simpsons? And we were like, yeah. So
one day you said about Smithers, and I was like, wait, Waylon Smithers from The Simpsons? And he was like, you know about it? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, so like, we spent lunch just walking around the playground.
I've watched most episodes now. I think there's about 50 that I haven't seen, and most of them are from season 31 because it's not yet on Disney Plus.
Yeah, so like, so we spent like most of lunch talking about Simpsons. So we were playing football, but then we just started talking about Simpsons. So then we
weren't really playing. We were just talking on the football pitch and ruining everyone else's time. We actually found fun in it because everyone was like, kick the ball! They got a free, look, before they get a free kick, come on, kick a ball! And we're like, so what do you think of season 17, episode 7?
Yeah. Well, I don't remember
it was like that.
Names, but I know what's in them, okay? I know what's in the episodes. Laurie gets all the numbers. He knows what season, he knows what episode. I just know the contents.
Yeah, I watched, I think there's 50 I haven't seen. I know I'm good at remembering the episodes and the characters and all that.
So, then we started kind of, as we were talking about The Simpsons, he was like, hey, this Star Wars thing, let's do it. So we did that, and then, instead of playing football at lunch, we were walking around talking about Star Wars. Like, you know, just doing that, you know. I was asking about Yu Zhang Vong and stuff. Laurie wouldn't let me learn about the Yu Zhang Vong. I think he was scared because he didn't know enough about it because it was Legends, so I googled it.
No, it wasn't that. It was, well, yeah, I didn't know enough about it. I wasn't really scared. I was like, each night I'd be like, gotta get some info on the Yu Zhang Vong.
Yeah.
And it would be agonising to see these YouTubers like, also, would you like to buy my merch? It's got a reference to episode. It's got a reference to Attack of the Clones 157 minutes into it or something.
But like,
I'd be like,
now we understand.
I know, just tell me about the Yu Zhang Vong.
Yeah, but now we understand that we've got YouTube. Like, you need to advertise, otherwise you're not going to be able to carry on making videos.
Yeah, so I didn't know a whole lot about Legends. So I did teach Conrad about canon. I didn't teach him all about canon because,
you know, films and everything. Lucas
well, I figured Conrad should learn about Legends because, well, it's not fair to have two canon children because otherwise, if we got into a Legends trivia quiz, we wouldn't know how to get into it or anything. We wouldn't. So there's two sides to Star Wars, obviously, the Legends and the canon.
Yeah.
And I figured if we really want to be serious geeks, you can't just have both boys knowing about the canon. You've got to have at least one.
And then we started having like.
You've got to have one knowing more. You've got to have one that knows a basic amount of Legends stuff.
So we would do these questions, okay? So he would, the whole time, I would ask Legends questions, and he would ask canon questions. We'd spend about 2 minutes coming up with the questions, and then another 2 minutes trying to answer them, and we'd always get them wrong, like a couple of times.
Yeah, this was about a few months after, because you knew a lot more about Legends, and I knew more about canon because I'd been getting more involved.
So this wasn't like first to five. We were like, we start at lunchtime, and we end at lunchtime, and we end at the end of lunchtime. So whoever had the most points at the end wins. Like, I mean, we drew a couple times, and then I got
because
one.
Because a lot of the time we usually got 0 or 1 each.
Because we started running out of questions, the questions slowly got easier. And then because canon isn't that big, I think that, like, you can't go that
Hold
far
on a second. It's not that it isn't big. It's because canon has a lot to it. So it has... When I think of canon, I think maybe... Well, I think of canon as this basic layer... And it's got all these. It's got a lot on it, but then another layer where it goes more in depth, and then another layer which goes more in depth on that, and altogether makes it pretty big.
And like, I didn't think you wanted to ask me like Clone Wars questions and stuff, because it gone forever. So I won one, you won one, and we like drew like half.
Yeah.
Drew. So we did that for a while. That was fun. And
Conrad did know a lot at this point, so we were pretty evil in skill of knowing about our knowledge. We were pretty equal, so we both knew a fair amount.
Oh wait, battery's shutting down. Let me just plug you in. Sorry about this, people.
Yes, we each knew a fair bit about Star Wars, so that was good. And out of the blue, one day, because we used to sit next to each other in class, he said, "Hey, do you want to start a geek club?"
Well, because
as I said before,
I think I've been watching like a YouTube video and like to find out questions about Legends and stuff, and they probably said, "Hey, Star Wars geeks" at the start or something, and I was like, geeks? So and then I was like, oh wait, I'll probably ask my dad what a geek is, and he's like,
I think I knew what a geek was before, but I never really knew much about them.
Yeah, so like, I probably asked my dad, and he was like, oh, you don't want to be one of them. They're just like people that aren't cool. I mean, they're like people that are just, you know, that aren't as... I can't remember.
Well, they're not as bothered about like skill in or all that. You know, they're different because instead of spending their time playing football or whatever or fighting, they spend their time reading or reciting books or whatever. You know, doing their own thing. So
yeah. So
yeah, when Conrad out of the blue asked me, do you want to start a geek club? I didn't really know because I never knew a whole lot about geeks.
Yeah, because we didn't consider.
I didn't try to be cool as such back then. I wasn't trying to be cool, but I didn't want to be really unpopular.
So like, I think I learnt about the geek thing, and we started saying like, oh wait, we're the Star Wars geeks in the school. Like, we were searching. Yeah, we were
Yeah, we used to
recruiting people.
recruit people. We were running around the playground asking every child, do you like Star Wars? And
Yeah.
we came to the conclusion that me and Conrad knew the most about stars in the whole school, and that's probably still true. And we decided to start the Geek Club.
So I think like slowly, like how this podcast formed, we're like, so we're the Star Wars geeks of this school. So like, because we learnt what geeks meant, so like we're the Star Wars geeks, and then we started recruiting people. We recruited like Riyadh and Victor and everything, and then we're like, hey, we should make a club that recruits people to learn about Star Wars. So we're like, oh, let's call it Star Wars Club. But then we're like, oh wait, we don't want just Star Wars. People like Kevin
because
and things.
people like Kevin, they knew a lot about Marvel,
gamer.
and
like,
we knew we could make a lot more people come into this if we also taught Marvel.
And
so
then
we
started
split
talking about
into
Star Trek and
sections. I
everything
think.
else. So we were like, well, what are we going to call it? Wait, we're Star Wars geeks, so that means
Geek
Kevin
Club.
is a Marvel geek. So that means Victor is a DC geek. So geek. So
Geek
like,
Club.
oh wait, let's call it Geek Club. And that's how Geek Club formed.
Alright, how long has this video gone on for?
We've got about 5 minutes, and my dinner's almost ready, so we'll do that, and then I think we'll have a part
It's a
two.
shame to stop so soon, but we'll probably just wait for tomorrow to do it.
Yeah, so like, we'll have like, this episode will be our transition from, I don't know, whatever we call it, to geeks, and then next episode will be, like
Geeks.
Like Geek Club. So we'll get into like what we did in Geek Club. This is how it formed. Oh, we've already done the demise, but we can go over that again. So, yeah, I mean, we went from there. We just started hiring people. We were making... This we'll all talk about in part 2, so I think we should do the outro now, because we've only got 4
Do we
minutes.
do, like, a coming up next time kind of thing?
Yeah, coming up next time. We said...
Alright.
Oh, we started, and it just went from there. We made clipboards. We started recruiting people, going around the whole playground, just asking people, do you like Star Wars? Do you like this? And then we started making tests and printing them. So, next time.
We made about 5 groups. I was teaching, like... Well, at the time, I was interested in Series of Unfortunate Events,
So you're
which
teaching that?
is alright.
And that
And
was year 6,
I
to be
was a
honest.
massive geek on that, so I was teaching that.
So,
And I was teaching Star Wars canon.
yeah.
I was teaching Legends.
So,
Kevin Marvel.
make sure
Victor Animal.
to subscribe. So, thank you for listening to this podcast. I mean, we're tiny. 13 subscribers. Some of our things only have like 3 views or anything. We need help. So, please share this to anyone who you think is interested in sort of being geeky and all that. Please
Or
do.
interested in making fun of us because you're cool.
Yeah, either one. We don't care. Put whatever you
As
want.
long
in
as
the
we get
comments. Apart
views, you know, meme it. Meme it.
from meme us, please. So,
Please.
thank you for watching. I mean, I hope you liked it. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. And that's basically it. So, hope you liked it. Please subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Also, check out our series on reading books. We're reading Russian Roulette by Anthony Horowitz. And Laurie, you're reading
Cabin Fever because I'm a wimpy kid geek.
yeah, by Jeff Kinney. Also, the music you heard in the intro was Conte Parte Row by Andrea Pacelli and Sarah Brightman in their duo.
But you probably know it as a bit different piece of music.
And The Coffin Dance, The Disgrace. And there you are. Hope you liked it. Enjoy and goodbye. This should hit about exactly half an hour because adding up the intro and everything. So, hope you liked it. Goodbye.